Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play .hack Mutation. I'm your host, Failure Fox, and we're going to go ahead and check our mail, our news, and whatnot before we start this episode. Or at the beginning. So, how did I confuse my... So, garbled text t-shirts. Garbled text is a familiar sight for those who use computers. Now, garbled text t-shirts are available in stores. The method is simple. Customers print out a phrase or expression from their computer. Then take the text to the store where the contents are randomized. The thrill of not knowing how the garbled message will turn out and being able to wear messages that are unpronounceable has made the product a hit among today's youth. Of course, you could do that yourself at Cafe Press. Just get a simple phrase scrambler that I could actually build for you myself in about 2 hours. Dun, 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 dun. Smoking regulation law in deliberation. The smoking regulation law, which made headlines when first proposed, is now the topic of congressional debate. The law will restrict smoking in designated areas. If passed, smoking would be prohibited in public institutions such as train stations, city streets, hotels, department stores, movie theaters, and restaurants. Tobacco companies are lobbying hard against the proposal, and the chances of this law passage are far from certain. Law's passage. That still sounds weird. Regardless of the outcome, the price of cigarettes is set to increase at the end of the year. Of course, in America, half those places, they are outlawed unless there's a smoking section, so I guess this might be more prevalent in Japan. I don't know. Unmanned convenience store. I thought this said unnamed the first time I read this. Wow, this is a lot of text. Major convenience store chain Heaven's Gate became the first company to operate a store on full network management without employees. At the experimental store in I almost said it right. Suganami County. Wow, I suck. All products are concealed, and the customers must select products that appear on a visual panel indicating stock contents. The customer uses their own terminal to access the convenience store website, and orders are placed via cellular phone. Products are received in a box set up at the register counter, and customers are billed through their cellular phone service provider. Since there is no exchange of cash involved and products are not on display, the system is expected to help reduce convenience store burglaries, and the idea is gaining attention within the industry. Storage conditions and store interiors are under 24-hour surveillance, and items are replenished according to need. Contracted officers rush to the scene when emergencies arise. After testing this experimental system, Heaven's Gate plans to deploy the automated stores widely and eventually replace 30% of manned stores with this unmanned system. That's actually a rather interesting idea. Personally, I hate anything that bills my phone or cell phone bill. I don't like that. It's still a neat idea and would work rather well in keeping down burglaries, except for people that really want to break shit. News of the world to operate online. Due to a drastic decrease in print sales, News of the World has accounted its decision to operate online. At the end of the 20th century, the news publication boasted 10 million in sales, but numbers have recently dwindled to a low of 1.26 million issues. The decision to move online is a desperate one, because as the network age continues to develop and progress, the decline of print media seems inevitable. Other publications have switched to online magazines as well. With this decision, News of the World will serve as a model for all publications and press. News of the World Online will be funded by Ultimate Corp and the CC Corporation. That's completely irrelevant to anything I can think of, so I guess if you guys really wanted to read the mail, it's like you're playing the game. Alright, so we got a few replies. Remember, I gave Marlo some junk last time, and Nuke's still talking to us, so let's see what he's saying. Hey, good catch. Okay, so our answers are, you're good. Really? Maybe I'll try stamp as well. Or, huh? That was good? We shall see what his answer is eventually. Natsume has some words for us. But we're going to skip her for a minute and go to Marlowe. Let's see, your character's kind of cool. That's right, that's what we said. And we said we liked it. He says, "You do? It's weird, but thanks. I like it too." And our answers to this are, actually, when I first saw you, I thought you were the enemy. Smiley face. Or, real Marlowe. Is the real you scary like that as well? Now, the proper thing to say is, actually. I just realized, I think, never mind. Actually. I'm not sure if this makes sense, but I guess it's, you know, we don't want to ask private things about him, I guess, because he doesn't like that. I don't know. Natsume replied to us when we said, there seems to be a page to read, but we want to read it! So she says, there's a lot to understand in the first book, so a lot of people stopped there. I got to the second one. So, but after the first third of book 2, it gets very interesting. I highly recommend it. I couldn't get past the first third of book 2. So, that's my problem. Unless I messed up a little bit and I said, and the part I was referring to was in book 1, but I'm pretty damn sure it's not. At least if the movies are to be chosen. I had an anthology. Now, if you remember last time, we got the Spark Sword for that Wiseman wanted, and now we have to go all the way back through that one dungeon that we went to last time to give it to him. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Black Rose and then one other party member, and who that is I will probably surprise you with, so I'll meet you there. We're here again. At least I'm pretty dang sure this is the same place, so I'm gonna grunt you to the whatchamacallit. Grunty flute, please. Dun, 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 ba, ba, la, bum, ba, na, na, na. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna skip to the bottom floor, because last time, a couple parts ago, I showed how to get through all this. So if you just want to know where all the rooms are or whatnot, all the map pieces, then just go there, and you'll know exactly where everything is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip down to the bottom, like I said. I'm gonna check the map real quick first, just in case. Yeah, it's the same thing. I'm gonna skip directly down, so I will see you guys there. Alright, not quite at the event, I wanted to show you something. That the god statue from an area that you've completed is gone. It's still down there. Still fallen. Once you've taken the treasure, you don't get another chance at it. So if you got a rare item out of it, that's all you get. That's the only rare item you get. You can come back down as many times as you want. It will not be there. Alright. Yay, we gave him something.
It is indeed the Spark Sword.
Yep, we got it for you.
Okay, now give us the information like you promised.
Pools.
I must ask you first. Who are you?
We are awesome awesome. Okay, that wasn't a good joke.
What do you mean by that? We gave you the item, and now you're complaining?
He gave us, it's obvious, isn't it? He gave us a job that we couldn't normally do. It's a protected area. How could we go into the protected area? Well, okay, somehow we could have gone in there. But then we defeated a data-bugged enemy. How do we do that?
I will honor my promise. It's just, it was a protected area. I'm intrigued.
He's smarter than you think.
You deliberately chose a protected area to test us. That is so not cool.
Actually, it's rather cool in my book. A little mean,
Well, I
but
guess it seems that way. If it's all right, will you tell me?
maybe. We tell everyone our secret anyway, so... Yay!
I see. This world is indeed. This is all very interesting.
Wiseman is another person who's rather attached to this
I
game.
didn't know Orca of the Azure Sea was in that condition. All right. If that's the case, then I will help you. I apologize for testing you.
You better. Oh! And now this is the final party member of the game.
I will send you the data that I have on the Epitaph of Twilight by mail.
Hooray!
And take this.
Hey, he gave it back.
What?
Your tale was much more interesting than the item.
There are all types of information that can be sold and traded. Information itself is an item sometimes. After all, we just basically went through all that just to get some information that technically should be found with a Google search. But, whatever. Yeah! Now, let me check this Spark Sword real quick. I believe it is a level... Yep, it's rare, and it is thunder-based. As life drain and critical. Now, those were two-handed, right? Yeah. So then, obviously, it's going to Black Rose, because it's not a katana. Alright, so Spark Sword to you!
Sure, I can read.
Yes. Now let's look at it. Hey, what the... Where'd you go? Come back here. I wasn't done looking. Back here. I want to look at that. Come here. Stop moving. I can't handle this first person very well. It looks a lot like the first sword, only cooler. Okay then. Everyone scatter, and then I'm going to go ahead and log out, and we'll go ahead and see what our mail is. Ooh, boards. We'll go here first. Ultimate. Alright. Conspiracy? Even if it isn't a conspiracy, Ultimate did benefit greatly. They now control 100% of the market. I don't know about Ultimate being the perfect OS. It's acting up lately, and when I hooked up to the game, it got all weirded out. WNC better get their act together. Whatever. It's not a conspiracy, it's just dumb luck. And now a conspiracy. Smoking regulation law. Outcast. Smoking regulation law. It'd suck if it became a law. I mean, come on. These days it's just filled with no smoking sections, and they want to make a law? I really hate the government. I will admit that it is a little harsher than it should be. But considering a lot of these places, you know, are full of no smoking sections anyway, I don't know. I agree, if the smoking regulation continues, the only place I can smoke will be in my room. I wish instead of just outlawing things, they'd head towards separation of areas. Oh, so you want segregation, okay. CC Corp account. Wait, somebody's rich? Yeah, that's right. Somebody's rich, yeah. It's okay that they're making money, but all that money is from us users, right? I wish they would lower the membership fee for the world. Yeah, don't we all? That's the MMO users' main gripe. Now we have mail, and guess what? Oh, never mind. That would say you have... Holy crap on a stick! What the hell? Holy cow! I have mail! I must be really close to the end of the game, because these are all like everyone's mails for the end of the game. Crap. Now, ironically, except for Elk and Mia, I have everyone's affection up to max, so that's probably why I got all this. So, first we're gonna get the actual email chains out of the way real quick, just so that we can figure out what the heck's going on. And then next time we'll tackle those. So, let's see. Nuke. That was good. Right on, dude. My friends are the same as me, so it doesn't go anywhere. Now, if you didn't understand what that was, those were, every mail that he sent us were stand-up routines. He was testing us as a, something to bounce off of. His comment there that his friend is just like him, so it doesn't go anywhere. In other words, he and his friend like to continue to joke, and it doesn't really work like it would on an audience. Marlowe, actually. Yeah, people keep thinking that I'm a monster and attack me. Not that I don't blame them. But I don't want to be attacked by you, kid. And that's the end of that. I've actually now completed everyone's email chains. I just realized that, because Elk and Mia don't have any. Cool! Next time, we're going to have a really unproductive episode where we read! So, I will see you guys then. Later.